Hi everyone, it is me Sammy. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my channel if you're new here. Hope you're all having an amazing day whatever it is you're doing. As you can see behind me, Asda has just dropped off my food shop, but this week there's a twist because I've let my kids do the weekly food shop. We're going to be running through exactly how much they spent, what they picked up, and what meals they're planning to make this week. So if you do enjoy the video, guys, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Also consider subscribing down below if you haven't already. It'd really mean a lot to me. And without further ado, let's dive in and see what these kids did. So I thought I would mix it up a bit this week, guys, and I thought I would give my kids control of what they're going to be cooking for dinner and what we get on our weekly food shop. They've been given a budget of £100. There was also some non-negotiables as well. Just for clarity, my sons are 10 and 13 years old, so they needed slight guidance. There were 4 non-negotiable products that they had to get. So they had to get milk, they had to get bread, they had to get Ava's nappies, their little sister, and they also had to get her creamed porridge jars that she has for her breakfast when we're traveling. They were the 4 items that they had to buy without fail, and I did double check the list afterwards just to make sure they had the right ones on there. And then after that it was totally up to them, but they had to make sure they had breakfast, lunches and 5 dinners. And also these 5 dinners they would be cooking themselves this week. So it's going to be interesting to see what dinners they've picked to cook for us this week, because they are in control of the dinners, and also I will be filming them cooking the dinners this week, and that video is going to go up on Friday. So yeah, first up, let's see them actually placing the order, because I did film them when they're actually shopping and there's some funny highlights in here. So let's roll the clips and see them actually placing this grocery order online.
What do you have?
Huh?
What do you have?
What do you mean, what do I have?
What do you have and what do you not have?
You can move around the house and see what we normally get.
No, that's cheating.
Chippy adult wet dog food. Tim's favourite loaf 6
Perfect.
Right, can we please not buy any dog food?
Seasoned curly fries.
Tikka masala.
What's a stone-baked pepperoni pizza?
What do you mean, what is it? Exactly what you just said it is.
What's stone-baked?
Can you put some Heinz creamed porridge on for Ava? Sorry, did you just say I'm spending all your money?
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, what was that? What were you checking in the fridge?
I need to see what we have in stock. So like, blow for my money.
You've got everything you need for your dinners, your lunches, breakfast.
Yes.
What's your total?
82, 52.
Right, so what are you gonna do now? Just chill out and let me save money, or?
No. Now I'm spending £5 for juice.
What
I'm a bit overwhelmed.
You're filming.
Are you filming? Are you filming the boys too?
Sparkling mango. You like sparkling mango? Oh, hi. Popcorn. This one, which is 100 grams.
I thought you were about to say £100.
I love how you're looking at the price per gram already on your first ever shop. I've taught you so well.
Oh, they've got crunchy ice cream.
Are you consulting with your brother? You're meant to be doing this together.
What do you want?
I said biscuit.
Oh.
And you were just going crunchy bar ice creams.
What do you want, Ava?
Strawberry.
Strawberry. You
We
got
already
strawberries.
had strawberry. What do you want other than strawberry?
Lily.
Lily doesn't come from Asda.
Oreo. Ice cream sandwiches.
At the top, they're right there.
So that was them having loads of fun. It was really interesting seeing my eldest Tyler really try and scrimp and scrape towards the end when he realised that his fund for treats at the end was diminishing fast. He started to look around the fridge, he started to look in the cupboards and the freezer and see what we already had to see what he could make meals out of, so he didn't have to spend any more, which was really fun and interesting to watch. Let's see how much they actually spent from their £100 budget. So their shopping total was £106.18. With multi-buy savings, they saved £6.18, meaning the total that they spent this week was £100 on the dot. These kids crack me up with their attention to detail. They wanted to make sure that they did not miss out on a single penny. I also had an Asda cash pot earned, which is estimated at 40p this week, which is great because that can go towards a future shop. So they spent the entire £100 budget, but they did not go over. There were 2 substitutes on this week's shopping, but we'll run through those as we get to them. But yeah, let's dive in and see what these boys picked out, see what meals they're planning to make this week, starting with the frozen bits. I'm actually quite surprised that there wasn't that many frozen items in their shopping list. Let's start with the first substitute. So they actually ordered curly fries, but Asda have sent crispy skin-on fries instead. I'm sure they'll be absolutely fine with it, but they paid £2.20 for these. They then got a pack of 8 beef burgers, which they wanted to do some burgers in buns. It's one of their favourite dinners, and I think the chips are to go alongside that, so that was £3.88. Then they also got a pack of cocktail pork sausages. These were £2. They want me to cook these up to have alongside their lunches for the week. And there was always going to be some kind of ice cream in this shop, and they got the Cadbury Crunchy Blast cones. There's 4 cones in here, and this was £2.48. So yeah, that's their 4 frozen items that they've chosen. Not too bad so far. I'm going to pop these away in the freezer, and then we're going to jump into the chilled items. Judging by these chilled ready meals, I don't think they were planning on cooking an awful lot this week. So Asda have their chilled ready meals on 3 for £8.50, and they've got 6 ready meals. So these 3 were £8.50, and they just got 3 meal for 1 beef lasagnas. So I'm assuming we're gonna have lasagna one night. And then they also got another 3 for £8.50, but these are all curries. And we've got a chicken tikka masala. They said that one's for me. Tyler got a chicken jalfrezi, and then Liam got the new butter chicken. We're gonna have a curry night and a lasagna night by the sounds of things. Just in case you think Ava's getting neglected, she already has these little dish ready meals in the freezer. So she's gonna be having these while we're having those ones. So these needed eating up, so I don't want you to think that Ava's getting neglected in any way. The boys didn't forget about her. I said not to worry. The boys knew the drill with the milk. They got a 6 pint of whole milk for £2.40 and a 4 pint of semi-skim milk for £1.65. Then got 6 medium free range eggs for £1.80, and then we've also got some unsalted butter that they wanted for their dessert this week. I did have to help them a couple of times when they wanted to cook something. They knew what they wanted, they didn't know what they needed for it, so they did have to ask me a couple of times what ingredients they needed. The unsalted butter was £1.98 as well. I'm noticing that there is very little veg on this food shop this week. For some reason they have a kilo of brown onions. I'm assuming they're going to use some onions for their tacos that they're planning, and also for their beef burgers, because Tyler loves like raw onion in a cooked burger. So I'm assuming that's for those. So they've got a kilo of onions, but it's fine, I can use the leftovers for next week. These were 99p. Then got a whole cucumber for 99p, and then they also got some shredded iceberg lettuce for 50p. So we've got lettuce, we've got cucumber, and we've got some onions. That is our veg for this week. We've then got 500 grams of beef steak mince. This is 15% fat, and this was £4.74 they paid for it. Normally I like to get the 20% fat mince. That's £3.25, so they paid a little bit extra for their mince than I normally would, but that's the mince they've chosen for their tacos. And then they also got 2 stone-baked pepperoni Playmaker pizzas. These were £2 each, so I'm assuming we're having a pizza night as well. They've definitely gone for convenience cooking this week. Luckily they didn't scrimp on their fruit, because they do love their fruit, and they got the exact same that I normally get because I know they love these. 6 bananas for 94p, some Just Essentials apples for 99p, and then 600 grams of strawberries for £2.96. They then got a litre of apple juice from concentrate, and this is £1.58. And then they got some lunchbox bits as well. Some Wildlife tube yogurts for £1.08. 10 mini pepperonis for £2.86. And they went for some Baby Bells for £1.75. They did not, however, go for sausage rolls. We'll get into that in a second. This is where they definitely start to differ in what my choices would have been, as well as the lack of vegetables. But yeah, that's all my chilled stuff, guys. I'm going to pop these away now, then we'll jump into non-food items and food cupboard bits. And of course, the only non-food item that they picked up this week were the nappies that were non-negotiable, because they didn't think that I would need anything else around the house. There's definitely going to be a non-food item top up next week of like kitchen roll, toothpaste, all that kind of stuff, because they definitely didn't get it this week. And these are the Little Angels nappy pants, size 6+, and this is £3.28. Let's see what they picked up in the bakery aisle. They got quite a lot, to be fair. So starting off, they got some soft white rolls for their burgers in buns, and these are £1.14. And then they got a medium sliced loaf of bread, and this was 74p. And then they got a pack of 8 chocolate chip brioche rolls. These are £1.57, and this is what they want to take for their packed lunches this week. It was a unanimous decision. They both wanted chocolate bread for their packed lunches. Not a decision I would make for them personally. But then we've got 5 jam donuts that they picked up as well. These are £1.27. And then they also got 9 Walkton's crumpets, and these were £1.15. And they want to make some crumpet churros this week, which is one of my favourite recipes that I make in the air fryer. And then they also love them as well, so they wanted to do that this week. So we'll be showing that recipe again in Friday's video. Now let's see everything else that they picked up. Starting with some sauces. These were 2 for £5. Such an expensive price for sauces, but we'll grow with it. So they've got the Turkish style garlic sauce, which I absolutely love. So we've run out of this recently, so they've got some more of that. And then they also picked up an American style burger sauce. So yeah, they're the 2 sauces that they picked this week, and they were 2 for £5. We then got this taco kit by Asda, and this was £2, and they've obviously got this to make some tacos with. They then got probably the most expensive cereals that I've bought in a really long time. They weren't even both in a special offer. This killed me watching them put this in the basket. But I tried not to intervene and just let them make their decisions. So we've got a Curiously Cinnamon, which was £2.50. And then we've got some original shreddies for £3.50. And then we have their other non-negotiable, which was the Heinz cream porridge, 6 jars for £3.18. And then the rest of it is basically whatever money they had left at the end. These are all the treats they decided to get themselves. First up is the other substitute. So this was the second substitute on the shopping. They actually ordered the blue raspberry Sour Patch Kids, but we got sent the Sour Patch Kids fruit mix instead. And this is £1.25. They then got a 5-pack of Doritos Chili Heatwave crisps, and these are £1.75. Some sweet and salty popcorn for 90p. Some barbecue flavour stacks, which are like Asda's version of Pringles. These are £1.32. I do think they wanted to get Pringles, you know, but I think they realised how expensive they were. Then loads of chocolate. We've got a Cadbury Dairy Milk bar for £2, a Dairy Milk Caramel bar for £1.84, and some chocolate buttons for £1.75. They then got some KA Sparkling Black Grape fizzy drink. This is £1.46. And then last up, they got some biscuits. They got some digestives, but they got the light ones. They got like the reduced fat digestives. I don't think they realised what they were ordering. These were £1.88. And then they got a twin pack of Oreos, and these were £1.75. So yeah, that is everything that my kids chose to buy on the food shop this week with a £100 budget. Let me know your thoughts down below. Would you let your kids do your weekly food shop? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, guys. I think it was a fun experiment. I'm not sure if this would be a regular thing. Like, I'll be so honest with you. I do prefer to try and budget shop and save my money, and some of these purchases were pretty painful to me, considering they could have got pretty much the exact same thing for half the price, if not more. So yeah, some of these purchases were a little bit painful for me, but I'll take it because it was a fun little experiment. And also I feel like it's given them a little lesson as well, that it's not that simple actually planning meals out. And so I feel like it's taught them a little bit of gratitude towards what I do, and I think they're gonna appreciate the treats and stuff I get them a little bit more now. And yeah, I feel like it's been fun to do, and I feel like it's actually been a little bit of a lesson as well, which has been amazing. So yeah, guys, I cannot wait to see how they got on with cooking this week, and I'm gonna enjoy my nice chilled relaxing evenings now, where I don't have to worry about cooking dinner because the boys are on it. And yeah, stay tuned for Friday's video to see how they get on making dinner all week. And yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. Thank you for love and support my channel. It means the world to me, and hopefully I'll see you really soon for another video. Take care. Bye.